Well, we're milking it for sure, and there's been all kinds of things happening in this kitchen this morning. Of course, Nico Pananchi on the show and AJ Fenter together with the biggest cup I've ever seen. Like, it's so gold, it hurts my eyes. I can't tell you, but more about them later on. Caitlin, good morning, and welcome to you.
Good morning. We do love gold, don't we, as girls?
And especially if it comes in the form of a little caramel. What do you call these that you buy in the shop normally?
They're called creme caramels.
They're very intimidating.
They are. A lot of people are scared of them. I think it's the whole turning it upside down thing. It's very
teach me how to turn it upside down without getting scared really of them. How do I make that?
So what we're going to start is we're going to start with the caramel part of it. So we're going to be using some Selati Demerara sugar. Okay. And I've got some water in the pot here.
I'm just keeping this milk in my hand because we've also got some milk on the stove, and I can see that we are close to boiling it. Okay.
Yeah, we've got to scald the milk.
Right.
So we've got our sugar in here, and the Selati Demerara sugar has got this beautiful caramel color to it, so it's going to obviously add our caramel to it, so the flavor. So we're just going to stir it. If you want to just stir this for me.
No problem. I can see that the dark texture and color of it is already caramelly in there. Okay.
So the important part is to stir it gently over low heat to dissolve the crystals first before you start boiling it. Otherwise, it's going to crystallize and you're going to land up with a bit of a mess.
No, you don't want crystallized little cream caramels.
While that's going on there, we've got I'm just going to add the rest of the cream and our ingredient of the day.
Yeah, milking it. So you add some milk in there as well.
And then we're going to scald this. So we're just going to bring it to a high temperature, just below boiling point. You don't want to boil it for too long. And that's going to give it, you know, a nice creamy flavor. And then the most important part of a creme caramel is what sets it, obviously, which is egg. So we've got some egg yolks in here, and then I'm going to add some whole eggs with the egg white. This is what gives it that set texture, the beautiful shape, you know, because that is such a beautiful thing, a creme caramel.
If you've just tuned in, we're making all kinds of yummy treats with milk in our espresso kitchen today, and Caitlin is making a creme caramel, and I'm stirring our, can I call it a syrup? Because it's going to become a syrup.
Caramel, yeah.
Yeah, a caramel. So we've used some of our Selati sugar, and I see you've got caster snow there as well.
Yeah, so now I've just whisked our egg whites and our eggs and our egg yolks, and then the caster snow is going to go in. And we're using the caster sugar because it's got a finer texture, so it's going to dissolve. Because you don't want any sugar granules in your creme caramel because they're going to form a gritty texture.
No, we don't want gritty. It's the same as a fudge, a really good fudge. You want to not be chewing on those crystals while you're enjoying it.
And then I've got a bit of vanilla extract in here. It's going to go in. You could use vanilla pod if you want, but I actually prefer to keep it without the little vanilla specks. But you know, whatever you like.
Whatever you like. Look at this. It's becoming really, really good, huh?
It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful, rich color as well. And then you're going to just simmer that until it's nice thick. Yeah. And then we're going to pour it into a Dariel mold. You can use a ramekin if you want as well. And that's going to be the caramel at the bottom of your creme caramel. Then we're just going to, we call this tempering. It's a very fancy word. Pouring something hot into something cold, just to stop, you don't want scrambled eggs. No. Nobody likes scrambled eggs.
No, we don't want scrambled eggs. Okay, so creme caramel in our kitchen, and of course our keyword for this morning is Selati. So Selati to 33728 to get a link to the recipe, and you can also recreate this beautiful recipe that Caitlin's making for us this morning. Creme caramel, as we're milking it in our espresso kitchen. So that's really good. I mean, it looks fairly easy at this stage.
Yeah, so this is a custard, but now the trick is that you've got to bake it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was a catch.
So you can actually stop stirring that now. Shame, you've done some good work there with your arm.
I've done well. Look at that. No crystals. It's like, Mom, no crystals.
And now so we've got the caramel on the bottom, and we're just going to pour a little bit of the custard in here, just below the rim, and then that gets baked. We're going to put it in a
little baking tray. How long do you want to bake it for?
So we bake it at 150 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. When you shake the little mold, it should wobble like jelly.
Okay.
So we're going to fill this with hot water, and you put that in. The bain-marie is to protect it because custard is quite sensitive to heat, so you don't want to over-bake it. And then it will come out like this. And then,
so, I mean, there's no way of testing this really. You have to just.
No, I mean, if you shake it, it should be like jelly. Then you know. And then you're going to set it in the fridge overnight, and then you just to unmold it. You just run a knife around the edge, and you know, actually, when people think it's not coming out, it's just because creme caramel makes like an airlock at the bottom.
Right.
So you have to loosen it at the bottom, and then plate on top, and you invert it. and then that's what it looks like.
I want to see you do that one.
Thought I was going to get out of that
This
one.
is the intimidating part that I was talking about earlier. Creme caramel, you look at it and you think, oh, it tastes so good. You want to almost just buy it over the counter. But this recipe, it looks a lot better, and it looks like it can taste a lot better too because it's homemade. Creme caramel in our kitchen today as we're celebrating our milk it literally. See,
There we go.
You did it.
There we go. Thank
That's
you.
beautiful. That is really beautiful. Okay,
yeah.
I'm totally impressed.
And you can keep them in the fridge for a few days and they're perfect.
Yeah,
to
I
serve.
could feel that one is a little cooler. Okay, so Selati to 33728. And look how beautiful that is. Where's AJ? You know what? AJ loves sugar because, you know, he used to be a rugby player, a really big one, and now, oh, he's right here. I can't talk about
I'd be happy to.
You should take a taste of this. You should. I'm going to keep your coffee.
I must be honest, I'm so impressed with it. I was so nervous for you there when you had to do that.
Could you
If you
feel
don't
the
recognize
tension?
him without his rugby clothes on, this is AJ Fenter.
No, it's Nico.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Nico. I didn't even see you there. Sorry, he was so big.
Oh, thanks.
That is a compliment,
I'm not
actually.
going to talk now, just go.
Creme
So you
caramel.
guys, you're talking a lot, but you know, we came to sample because it's so pretty and it's got fluffy and
you
what does
see-
it taste like though? That's
I think it's
the-
fantastic.
Okay, can I
Thank
have
you.
Very, very good.
See, that's really good. Nico's going to get a spoon. He's
We don't
going to
mind
try
sharing.
it. Our creme caramel
There you
in
go.
our kitchen as we're celebrating milk it in our espresso kitchen. Well, we'll be back with these two after the break.
The sweetness lingers longer with another delicious recipe brought to you by Selati.